Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I make mood boards or room edits, and I find that this is such a useful tool whether you are renovating a space or just adding in a few new items. It's so easy to do and really helpful to visualize how that space is going to look. All you need to know is how to use PowerPoint or even Google Slides if you don't have PowerPoint. It's really easy to do, and I always recommend it when someone is unsure whether a particular item will look good in your space. It is so much easier to do this on the computer than it is to go out and buy all the items and put them in your space and potentially return half of them. This is way easier to do, a lot less commitment, and it's fun to just play around with different ideas and try things that you maybe otherwise wouldn't have. Whenever I start these mood boards on PowerPoint, I always start with a plain white page. I delete any text box, and then I start to import different elements, whether it's something I own or something that I really like off of the internet. So in this case, I started with a bed from Target that I already own and the nightstands, and then I started to import elements such as some pillows that I just bought from H&M, and you can see I'm removing the background. So the way that you do this is you click on the image that you're looking to edit, and at the very top bar, an option pops up called Picture Format. And then when you click that, on the very far left side, it says Remove Background. And you can see on this that the pink is the area that I'm going to remove, and you can add and remove bits if the automatic generated background didn't quite work out. It lets you edit it. So you're gonna see me do this a few times throughout this video, so hopefully you kind of get the hang of what I'm doing while I'm adding and removing the background and changing things up. So you can see I'm just adding in pillows and blankets and things like that. And in this particular instance, the only things that I own are the bed and the nightstands. I don't own any of these pillows. I did, however, just order a similar blanket and the first pillows that had the stripes on them. So I'm gonna link all of these items that I'm putting in this mood board in the description box in case anything catches your eye. And you can see here I am trying a different pillow. So I had already put one lumbar pillow, but I'm trying a different one and I didn't like it, so I just deleted it, and that's the beauty of this. So now I'm gonna try different rugs. So I'm gonna pick a few different rugs. You can see immediately I didn't like that one, so I deleted it, but I'm gonna try a few different ones. And instead of removing the background on these, I'm just gonna crop them because they're already rectangles. It's gonna be really easy to remove the white space around the rug. So now what I'm gonna do is layer them under the bed. So when you right click these images, you can say send to back or send backwards, just sends it one layer back rather than right to the back of the picture. So now I'm adding in some little wall sconces for either side of the bed, and you can see I added the one, I've removed the background and put it to size, and then I duplicated it and just did copy and paste, and then what I did was selected it and clicked rotate, which is in the picture format option. It's near the right side. And then I clicked flip horizontal so that they were both facing opposite directions, and it looked a little more natural. It's still not perfect, but I think it helped. Then I decided I was gonna add in the wall paint color. I probably should have started off with this, but I didn't think about it. So I took a swatch of the color that I like, which is Cloud Cover by Benjamin Moore. I just took it from Google Images, pasted it in, and then I made a box. So you would click on Insert, and then you click on Shapes, and then you would click on the rectangle. Just draw any rectangle, and then when you have the rectangle up on the screen, it brings up the shape format options, and you click Shape Fill, and you click the eyedropper tool, and it lets you select the color from that little swatch you brought in. And I normally click for the shape outline, I just do no outline, and then I dragged it behind all of my layered images, like the headboard and everything. I made it as wide as the page, and then I right clicked it and said send to back, so that it went right behind everything that I was working on. From there, I decided I wanted to add some picture frame molding. Of course, this is not perfect, but I drew a rectangle again, but in this case, I made the fill, I put no fill, and then I made the outline the same color as cloud cover, but then after I did that, I clicked on more outline colors, and there's a little slider on the right when you pull up your colors, and it gives you a little bit of a rainbow, and I just pulled it down to make it darker, just so that visually we can kind of understand what I'm doing. Obviously in real life it would be the same color as the walls, but I just want that contrast so I kind of get a feel of what it might look like. Also, for the picture frame molding, I made the outline of the box thicker so that it was a better representation of what picture frame molding would look like. So under shape format, under shape outline, I selected weight and I put it to 4.5 points. From there, I then sent the picture frame molding backwards so that it was behind the headboard and all of the other elements in this picture, but in front of the wall color so that you could still see the picture frame molding. From there, I'm gonna add in a chandelier for the space. Something that I tried differently here, obviously I tried 3 different chandeliers, but what I did, because I thought this was gonna be kind of annoying to remove the background for all of these images, is I clicked on the image, I clicked picture format, and then I did color. It's one of the options 2 over from remove background, and I clicked set transparent color, and then I clicked on the white space around the chandelier. So this doesn't work perfectly, but it removes as much white around the chandelier as possible, so it's still not as good as some of the other edits I did, but I think it's good enough because this these lights have some lighter colors in them. I knew that removing the background would be a little more challenging. So now I'm going to show you how I do a room edit. So I took a picture of my room. I tried to remove as much of the junk and accessories and things laying around as possible to make it a clean slate. So I removed everything off the nightstands. I made my bed. Obviously it would be better if I could remove the rug, but I didn't do that. I just left it alone. And now I'm going to take different elements and add them in. So obviously if you didn't do a mood board, you would just do exactly what you did with the mood board and copy in images off the internet and remove the backgrounds. But because I did this working from my mood board, I'm just going to copy over the elements just to make it a little bit quicker. So you can see here I'm just copying different things over. I did try to recolor the picture I took just to make it a little better, but I ended up leaving it alone. So I added in the picture frame molding. I also realized that I needed to edit out the bed. So you can see here I am trying to make a layer of photo that is only the bed and the nightstands. I'm removing the walls and everything. So now you can see I've got the original picture and then a second picture layered over top of the bed. And this is so that I can push things like the picture frame molding to the back and eventually things like rugs. And it will just make it a little bit easier and look more natural. So you can see here I'm struggling with the picture frame molding, which I didn't even think about when I was doing the mood board because the way our bed is located in the bedroom because of the door. So now I am adding in a rug. The one thing that is a little frustrating with this is you can't skew the rug to look natural. So you can see the rug in my bedroom looks like it's on an angle because of the way the picture's taken, but when you're layering in with PowerPoint you can't really do that. So I'm just gonna put the rug there square. It's not gonna look as natural, but I think we're gonna get an idea of what it will look like anyways. Then I added in the chandelier, the sconces, and I'm really just layering everything in. Then I'm gonna add in the pillows. It would be ideal if I had a picture of the blanket that could actually go along the foot of the bed, but I don't have that, so I'm just going to put it there so that we get an idea of the color. And then I decided I would add in the wall color because this is not the color of the walls in my room currently. So you can see I'm layering that behind everything, and that's why it's so important that I edited out a layer that is just the bed so that the room is still there, but the wall color is behind the headboard and the nightstands. Then, because the floor was bothering me, I just edited out little sections of the floor to cover up the old rug. But again, like I said, the rug would lay more naturally than this in real life. I just wanted to get a better feel of what the space would look like, and I didn't like how the existing rug kept showing. So that is why I'm doing this last little step, but it's just as easy as doing the mood board, and I guess you do get a better sense of what it would be like in your space. I just feel like it doesn't look as crisp as the mood board. I hope you guys found this video helpful. I hope it gave you the confidence to be able to do this yourselves, and I'll give you one little takeaway that is an amazing tip that I always love to do. If you made this in PowerPoint, upload it to Google Slides, download the Google Slides app onto your phone, and then wherever you are, you have access to your mood board or your room edit. So if you're at the store and you want to know whether a particular item is going to look good in your space, you just need to take a picture of it and upload it to your Google Slide, and then you will know how it all looks together. Also, if you don't like that the picture you've taken in the store has a background, download the app Magic Eraser. It's super easy to use and helps you remove a background on a photo. Even if you didn't take it in a store, you're using a photo off of Wayfair or another website, super easy to use to remove the background. So I hope that's a helpful little tip. If you're new here, I would really appreciate if you hit the subscribe button, and I would also appreciate if you love this video, please give it a thumbs up. Thank you so much.